to Tampa, bringing it home early. It's 2-2 right now. Or I'm sorry, two down, 2 to go for the Avs. And so we are only 2 games away from bringing the Stanley Cup back to Colorado. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Brady.
And I'm Brian Sanders. Yes, good morning to you from Tampa. We are inside Amalie Arena as the Avs get set to take the ice here in just a couple hours for practice ahead of Game 3. Obviously, anticipation is high coming off that huge blowout win from Game 2. But I will tell you, much different climate here, hot and sticky. You know, it's very humid. The Avs fans that have already shown up to the arena, Lisa, were out here in their big hockey jerseys and shorts. It's kind of weird to see.
Yeah, you're going to have to change up the outfit from in to out. That's for sure. It's going to be a pretty warm one, and it's going to feel even hotter than what it's going to be. 93, the high there in Tampa this afternoon. With the heat index, it's going to feel like 105. We will see a chance for some scattered showers there, a few thunderstorms this afternoon, although quiet now, and then 70s a little later in that game. So right now here in town, we're looking at some pretty comfortable conditions. If you're heading out this afternoon to a patio, out to one of the watch parties, we're going to be at about 90 degrees by 4 o'clock. Mostly sunny skies, a really pretty afternoon for us. Some low to mid 80s for highs, or for temps by about 7 o'clock. Here's a look at those highs. Fort Collins and Greeley, upper 80s to near 90. More 60s than 70s in the Central Mountains. Coming up here in a few minutes, we'll take a closer look at when we get a return of some of those afternoon storms and showers.
Kimberly, one of our directors over here, she's wearing her lightning stuff. She has the hat. Look at this. It's going to be what?
Sister.
90 today, and she's wearing her hat.
Yeah, you know you're outnumbered over there, right?
Yeah.
By a lot.
We still love her. All right, so we still we have a pretty good drive going on for most of us around town. Do have this crash over there at Evergreen, just south of the town of Evergreen, right there on 73 at Skyline, just after Skyline. There's a really big curve in there. Northbound I-225. Take a look from the camera over by Colfax. Hard to see, but you can see where there's a flashing lights right there. They've moved part of the crash to the right, to the left shoulder, trying to get out of traffic, but still close enough to that left lane, adding to that delay coming in from about Mississippi. So the drive time, 15 to 20 minutes trying to get through there right now. That's about the worst of it. There are some heavy pockets here and there, but overall the drive doesn't look too bad for us, with it being the observed day for Juneteenth today. So many government offices are closed down, so it's taking a lot of pressure off the roadways right now.
All right, well, Brian, Jason was checking out the traffic in Tampa earlier. It looked worse than here. The weather's worse. Everything is shaping up for Colorado to have a victory, I think, in tonight's Game 3.
Wow. I didn't know the traffic could be worse. Wow, that's actually impressive. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like hockey weather outside. Inside the arena here, it is very cold. I guess they have to make some adjustments to compensate for the humidity here. But yeah, the practice starts here in a couple hours for the Avs, coming off that huge Game 2 win, 7-0, second largest blowout win in Stanley Cup final history. Obviously, there are a lot of Avs fans back home who want to take part in the watch parties, both outside and inside Ball Arena. Denver 7's Christian Lopez is live at the arena this morning with a look at the watch party plan there tonight that will let fans feel like they're at the game.
Yeah, it definitely will, and it's quiet and empty here now, but give it just a few hours and this place will be packed with thousands of fans, and there are plenty of options when it comes to watching that game tonight. We know that those watch parties at Tivoli Quad, those have been a big success. They saw around 10,000 people there this weekend. Ball Arena also now hosting its own watch parties as well, and if you're trying to figure out which watch party you want to go to tonight, here's what you need to know. The one at Tivoli Quad, that one starts at 4 p.m. this afternoon. That one is outdoors. It's free, and it features large screens where you can watch the game. They also have food trucks on site and a chance to win some autographed items. If you want to go to the Ball Arena watch party, those doors open at 5 p.m. today. That one will cost you $20 to get in. The money goes to Kroenke Sports charities, and the game will be shown on the Ball Arena board. The parking will be free. They'll also have concession stands. One thing is for sure, though, no matter where you choose to watch the game, we can expect fans to bring that same energy they did during the first 2 games.
21 years since we had the cup here in Denver. The city has been electric. The energy from the players have got the city cranking. As you look around town, it's all Avs all the time, and it is super exciting time to be a part of this.
Ball Arena will also host a watch party on Wednesday for Game 4, and you can find those tickets on Ticketmaster. Live in Denver this morning, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Thank you, Christian. It has been fun to watch this team play. We do have an update on one of the Avs players, Andre Burkowski, who has been instrumental in this Stanley Cup run. He was hit by a puck in the hand during Game 2 and had to stay behind in Denver for extra treatment. So he did not travel with the team to Tampa, but they hope that he'll be able to join them today here in town. Right now, he is listed as day-to-day on the roster. We heard from Coach Jared Bednar ahead of the team leaving. He does not expect another blowout like we saw in Game 2.
I was really impressed with our team's performance last night. I thought they were dialed in on all aspects of our game, highly engaged and energized, and we had a good night. It was a really good night for our team, but it's, 7-0, 1-0 doesn't really matter. It's one performance. We need 4 or more, great performances.
Yeah, they have performed very well on the road, 7-0 so far in their playoff run. Of course, they're going to have to face a hostile crowd in the Lightning fans, and they've been here before. They are the 2-time defending champion. We were able to talk to the voice of the Avs, Connor McGahey, in our earlier hours about what the Avs need to do to stay grounded and hopefully bring home the cup. And wow, obviously there's a lot to be excited about, and anticipation is high for the next couple of games coming off that monster Game 2 win, 7-0. What did you make of that performance, and how can they use that over the next couple of games here?
But what I like everything that Jared Bednar, Eric Johnson, no matter who is talking, what they're saying after a win. 7-0, 1-0, it doesn't matter. The goal is 4 wins inside the series versus the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions. And that attitude, I think, is really healthy for them. I mean, they haven't been intimidated yet by the Tampa Bay Lightning, something that maybe some other teams have fallen into, but they are so laser focused as I have seen this team arguably ever. And I think it's going to benefit them when you're coming into that very cold, as you know, and very hostile arena here in Tampa. But it was amazing for fans. Obviously, a lot of connections with Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final in 1996, where the Avalanche beat the Florida Panthers by 7 goals, 8-1. Peter Forsberg, a natural hat trick there. But you can't put the cart in front of the horse, and I think this team knows that more than anybody else.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Cale Makar said to Emily Kaplan of ESPN and after the last game, she said, "Are you going to go celebrate the Game 2 win?" And he immediately, without hesitation, said no. So that gives you an idea of the maturity and the mindset of this team. And now you've got all of these key role players. You've got Nichushkin stepping up, Burakovsky stepping up. When you've got the buy-in from the whole team, not just the star players, but the other role players playing as well as they have, what does that do for the team's confidence, do you feel?
I mean, it's everything, Brian. Going into the third period in game number 2, you didn't have goals or points from anybody named McKinnon, Landeskog, or Makar. Rantanen had 3 assists in the game, but you have everybody else contributing. In these playoffs, you have 4 players in particular, with Cogliano, Helm, Manson, and Arturi Lehkonen, who have 28 points in the postseason. And new additions and depth have made this team what it is today and gotten this team to where they are now. Again, we're not there yet, but depth is something that maybe they didn't have in the past. Valeri Nichushkin, you mentioned him. People are talking about the fact that if the Avalanche do win, he would get Conn Smythe votes, which would be totally deserved. He had 4 goals these previous postseasons, and now he's got 8 goals in 16 playoff contests. So the players who have grown over the years, the players who have been acquired for this particular playoff run for a reason, have paid excellent dividends, and it takes the pressure off of the big guys. So you don't have to have Landeskog, McKinnon, Rantanen, Makar really contribute every night. Depth is always key to a cup run, and this is the latest and best example in the 2022 Avalanche.
Yeah, you've got this great blend of veterans and up-and-comers, and it's honestly something that the Lightning have had over the last couple of years during their successful runs as well. Have to ask you, Connor, you've got such great nicknames for all the players, you know, after they score. How do you come up with all of these great nicknames for our guys?
I don't know what I say half the time. I don't remember what I just said to you 2 seconds ago. No, sports should be fun. I've always believed that. And it's a common ground for a lot of people, just like movies and television and music. It's something we can all talk about. So that's how I've communicated with people for years. I joke that my brother and I can just communicate in movie quotes only. And so why not? So I think it should be fun. It's just how it's come up, and fans have been great. They've submitted some of their suggestions. The Hey Mambo Cagliano came from somebody on Twitter. So it should be fun, I think, and I'm glad people are enjoying it. But as it's been said, it's always more fun when you win, and the Avalanche are doing that now.
Absolutely. It's so great to see the city united behind their run here and uniting generations of Avs fans. It's been 21 years, so appreciate you being a part of all of that team spirit. Connor, thanks for joining us this morning.
You bet.
And stick with Denver 7 throughout the day for all your Avs coverage. Our pregame show starts at 5:30 p.m. over on Denver 7. And Trujillo will be live at Amalie Arena. Puck drops at 6, and then our postgame show and Denver 7 News at 10. Up next, lessons learned from the Marshall Fire. One city releases a plan to better respond next time. And our Stanley Cup coverage will continue with how Denver and Tampa's mayors are getting in on the betting action.